Start 45 ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. 45. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody is back by now. Or you want me to wait for another 2-3 minutes? Can I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you. So we were discussing about the how media has been playing a very crucial role, and the reason why media has been very attractive, and media is being very sought after kind of a profession, or maybe a kind of this thing is because of these things. One is the global broadcasting. As I told you earlier, when you can just recall around 20-30 years back, maybe during 1990s and all, hardly we had one or two channels like DD Sports. Okay, we never used to have this private channels. Okay, it was only during 1994 a Star came into India. The Star is nothing but satellite television Asia region. Okay, Star TV ಅಂತ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So they made its entrance in way back in the year 1994. The first private channel was CNN. Okay, CNN was the first channel, the cable news network of US. It made its appearance, and later on everything followed. Sony came. Z was the first Indian news channel which was being made, and it used to be broadcasted from Singapore. Okay, I'm speaking of 1995, 1996 and all. So later on, now, there is a global broadcasting. Okay, as one of my colleague was telling that they watch Al Jazeera, they watch BBC. So because sitting at home, you people can have access to all the channels. So global broadcasting. And as I told, as compared to China, now India has beaten China even in the population also. The same is with the investment also. There are many Western players like media houses, media mughals like Fox Television, like CNN, or maybe Al Jazeera. Everybody wants to have an office in India, okay, because they know there is a huge market because of the multilingualism, the multicultural thing, and the youth, especially the youth power in India is making them to attract more to the Indian thing. And media, people are glued to films, people are glued to radio, people listen to Spotify, people are there for OTT. So then also that's the reason why there is a global broadcasting. That is one. Second thing is the cinema and culture. Another important thing we should remember is, as a very strong medium, films have also played a very crucial role, especially in making investments. Okay, so gone are the days when Indian cinema used to be there only within the country. Now we have gone global. Okay, so the film stars like Shah Rukh Khan, or maybe Amitabh Bachchan, or maybe Priyanka Chopra, they're all global stars now. Okay, they don't only act only, they don't not only act only in the Bollywood, but also they have a fame, name, even in the Western cinema, or maybe what you call it, Hollywood also. So cinema is one of the great puller of money into the country, and it is also a very strong medium when it comes to medium. As a medium, cinema is very important. So we have our regional films. Earlier films used to get released only in Karnataka, or maybe within the state borders, but now we call it as pan India. Okay, so films are made in different languages. Same cinema like Kantara, it is made in Hindi, it is made in Tamil, Telugu. Okay, so whatnot. So there has been a lot of experimentations, a lot of experiments which are happening. So that is also one of the thing why OTT platform and cinema are the important instruments of attraction. Then when cinema made its entrance, it is not only for business, but it has brought with it a lot of change in the culture. Okay, so the cultural thing, as we know that women, the sari culture, maybe the dress culture, the Punjabi culture, the food culture, the dance. Okay, there has been a amalgamation of culture, especially in Indian cinema. The Indian songs, you might have seen Punjabi songs, or maybe Lavani from Maharashtra, or maybe Dollu Kunita from Karnataka, maybe what different kinds of a thing. So dance culture, hip hop, then Western dance, or maybe disco dance. So cinema and culture has also been one of the very important thing in terms of food. There are many films which have been made in the name of films also, in the name of food also. Okay, that is there. Then education and language. Another important thing we should remember is about the film. One sec. The another important thing is about the education and language. So, nowadays, maybe as we all belong to the academia, we are from different background. We are from different private colleges or maybe government colleges and all. Education system is also one of the important ways in which the investments do happen. Okay, the education wise, foreign universities have come up. There are many institutions like foreign US universities are making its way, private colleges are making its way. So media, as what has happened is, it is these are called as the power, soft powers, where we don't see much importance, but they are growing very well. Okay, they are also growing very well. We should understand. Then the language, yes, in India, the Korean language, maybe the French language, the Russian language, the Chinese language. Students, especially the younger generation, they want to explore the globe, and the easy access to them to learn the languages is through YouTube. Okay, so we did a small research also. One of the small research also speaks about how YouTube is used as the enhancement. Okay, so how youths are using YouTube for the development of themselves. And one of the component was the language. Many of the when we did the research for a small work, for a small project, we got to know that many youths, okay, the sample what we took, many of them said that YouTube has helped them to learn languages, because for example they were going to Germany for studies, so they may not be able to join some German classes, but they have used YouTube to learn the basics of language. So these kind of things, so education and language can also be, and digital diplomacy. You know how Indian culture is all about attracting the people and all. So that's one. Then we have the crisis communication. Yes, after COVID, the media houses have shut down, especially in the Western countries. Many of the Western newspapers, especially like New York Times or maybe Washington Post. Okay, so there were many good newspapers like the Sun from UK and all. They stopped their publication because there was no people, or there were very less number of people who wanted to have access to the physical copy of the newspaper. So, but crisis communication after COVID has proven that media can be used for many other different kinds of things. Okay. For example, media was used because there was no television, there was no films, as we all know. The only thing was about the social media. So people started getting alert. Okay. People started getting, especially during COVID, each one of us, even us, even my mother, everybody had become a doctor. Okay, so the thing is, people had their own ways of coming up with their recipes, coming up with their healthy tips and also alert. Then the guidance. Nowadays, we started using social media or the media in general for health issues and all. Okay, especially the public health. Okay, so but at the same time, you should all remember that all the information which comes on social media related to health is not authentic. It is not proven by the doctors and all. Many of the doctors are using, those who are real doctors. But apart from doctors, there are many influencers, there are many celebrities who have become health specialists, which can't be taken into consideration. But yes, during COVID and after COVID also, social media has been used as a proper channel or a major channel to give guidance related to health related issues and also. But it had two phases. One is the trust issue. People stop trusting everybody. As I told you, everybody is not a doctor, everybody is not an Ayurvedic specialist there. So one, the trust was the main problem. People never used to trust everything. Okay, then infodemic. Okay, when what is meant by infodemic is overloading of information. Okay, as we had pandemic, everybody knows about the term pandemic. So in the same way, we have something called as infodemic. Okay, infodemic is nothing but overflowing of information on the same topic. You just remove the Google, or you just move out, or you just open up the Google, Baba, you'll have loads of information. So what has happened here is post COVID, everybody wants to give information because one is the free accessibility. One is you can have the data thing and you can invest whatever you want. You can post your videos. There is no controlling of the thing. There is nothing called as a gatekeeping there. Social media, anybody can post anything. Okay, but off late, that is from past 2024, there has been a serious issue because there is a particular this thing you must be aware of, report abuse and okay, whenever you post anything on Facebook, all the information is not accepted. Earlier they used to accept everything, but over the period of time, when people got to know that all the waste issues, all the unwanted issues, all the derogatory content are being posted on Facebook, Facebook came up with a new technique which called as report abuse. Okay, report abuse, where if you go to the personal thing, Facebook doesn't accept everything at one time. Okay, it doesn't accept everything at one time. It will see whether the music, whether the content is good, then only it will start posting the contents. Okay, so what happened here, this way there is a filtering out of content also. Then last is the vaccine uptake. Okay, so it related to COVID, where after COVID though there was a lot of apprehension about the people were misled, especially a lot of fake content, misinformation came from vaccine only. After people taking, even now, even to this day, many people assume that if yesterday also one of the younger person of a film producer son died because of heart attack. Okay, and they claim that it was because of the COVID vaccine. Okay, he's just 28 years old, but people are, especially after the demise of Punit Rajkumar, or why this younger generations, especially we have seen many of our younger heroes, many young people have died because of heart attack. But the one claim everybody says is post COVID because of the COVID vaccine. These are the kind of misinformation which is being spread. We should understand this was the kind of political, this was the kind of the religious, and there is also a lot of people, especially when COVID vaccine came into being, many of the religious people said they don't want to take vaccines. Okay, so there was a lot of agitation. People said they don't want. Then we have to pull up all the religious thing, political leaders, brand ambassadors to encourage the people to have a COVID vaccine. So understand that media can move the world. Okay, media can change the perception of the people. Okay, so this is very much important. So it can be in political thing. There are a lot of rumors, lot of credibility issues. In sociology, there are a lot of rumors. For example, intercaste marriages, interreligion marriages. Okay, about women. So there are a lot of things which you see, and even development also, like multilingual, food eating. Okay, see, food is a personal choice. Everybody will have a personal choice. Food related to food, nobody can force people to have this. But if some category of people are having one kind of a food, it should not be objected. But you might have seen on your social media how these small issues have been blown out of proportion. Earlier, during the tribal days, people used to kill animals and they used to have all kind of animals. Fine, that everybody knows, especially for the sociology people. What I'm trying to address is that kind of food culture we never had. But if it has come up, if people are having their food of their choice, people are wearing whatever they want to wear, and people are learning the languages, whatever it is a matter of thing. You might have seen it on television, how people say wrong things about languages also, because everybody will have their own thing. Yesterday, I'm just again giving an example as how a last minute multilingual issues can be blown out of proportion. Just give an example because it's a very current issue. Yesterday, the CM of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Vijay, has appointed one person from from Karnataka, as the person to be handling the Kaveri issue in Delhi. Okay. So he's a Karnataka, but he'll be handling the Kaveri issue in Delhi. That's the only case what he has appointed, and the order has also been given. But now the discussion on social media is how a Tamil Nadu chief minister can appoint a Kannadiga because he'll be pro-Kaveri issue. So this is a very big issue. So that means small issues like this are being blown out of proportion. Okay. So network society, as I told, so people are networking, everybody discuss, everybody interchange. So there is a what you call as distribution of content. So there is a changes which happen from people to people. So we need to be very careful. So there are a lot of biases which happens in the communication. So you need to understand that also. Okay, so now we have the AI generated content. Now everything is AI. So there has been a very huge discussion. There has been a very huge discussion which is happening whether journalism or whether media should use AI. We have been using AI in newspapers. AI is being used in television. AI is being used in advertisements, in music generation, everything. So you people must be knowing it. There are a lot of AI tools. Okay, like a Gemini is there. Then you have got Claude is there. Okay, the Notebook LM is there. So there are a lot of things, even for creating posters and all. You people, some of my friends may be using it. Is it true or not? Whether we should be using it or not. Okay, so one of the important thing is, as teachers, my suggestion would be is, see, AI is going to stay. Okay, it is going to be a part of the system, especially we are in the education system right now. So students are already 1 2 3 step ahead of us. So it is good for us as teachers. If you're not learning, fine. So even I have got because I come from media, so it becomes very important for me to learn the AI. Okay, because I need to understand, if I'm doing a research paper, I need a AI. If I'm coming up with a poster, I need AI. If I'm editing a video, I need AI. So in the same way, even as teachers from different background, you people can come up with lot of perplexity is there. Okay, so there are different AI tools where you can create very good PPTs for yourself. So I think this is also one kind of a media. As academic, it is our must to update ourselves. If we are in the process of updating yourself, my humble request would be to adopt yourself to AI to certain extent. Not maybe you see classrooms. I always love classroom teaching. So I accepted this thinking that it's an offline class. But when Nanjan Swami sir told me that it's an online class, I felt very bad because I enjoy doing offline classes rather than online classes, because there will be a kind of a human touch, there will be a kind of a human interaction, which I usually don't find in AI, sorry, in online. But earlier we have done a lot of things. I might have done 400, 500 online sessions during COVID 21, 22. We have done a lot of online classes, but now it doesn't look good. So, but my humble request to my teacher friends is to learn AI, to get into certain tools which can make your job much more easier also. So that is also one of the important thing which you should understand. Colonialism, digital relationship. Yes, this is very important. Last but not the least would be to see how, see, digitalization is there in our life. You can't, even if you want to buy something, if you want to order your food, you go to Zomato. You want to book a cab, you go to your Ola. Or if you want to buy something grocery, you go to Zepto. So the thing is, you have become a digital citizen nowadays. Okay, but how do you use this digital platform for your purpose, for your discourse, or what I should say, for how publicly how you use it is very much important. Okay, so we should know our rights, whatever is there, how well we can participate. See, there are different ways of participation. One is good participation, one is bad participation. So how well you people can do the participation, where you can contribute something better for the development of the society, then this media is the best one which you can do it right. There were many people who used to write letters to the editor. Okay, there were many people who used to appear on the screen, on television, on radio. They used to speak on radio and all. But now the participation has come down. Okay, because people are so much glued to the digital forms and all, that is also there. Then another important thing is critical literacy. So we have started something called as digital literacy. Okay, so like you have what you call environmental literacy, like you have computer literacy, the same way what you call as the media literacy or digital literacy. So media literacy in this very simple term means that a person who uses the media, or the person who is exposed to different kind of media, should be aware how to understand the content. I told you about two words. One is encoding and decoding. See, people will write a lot of issues. People will show you a lot of issues on media and all. But how you understand your perception? Okay, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ಯೋಚನೆಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಜೆಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If you have an hatred towards a particular person or a particular topic, you get carried away by the negativity. Okay, if you have a positive, so that means at least as educated, see, forget the uneducated people who can't be taught, who are from the rural background, who doesn't have any literacy. We can't tell them everything, but maybe we may make them realize. But being educated, my humble request is, when you people go back to your classes, to keep telling your students to not to accept or not to adopt to whatever they see it on television or on social media, especially social media. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನೇ ತೋರಿಸಿ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಿಜ ಅಂತ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು ಯಾವುದು, ಸರಿ ಯಾವುದು, ಯಾವುದು ಫೇಕು, ಯಾವುದು ಮಾರ್ಫ್ಡ್ ಫೋಟೋಗ್ರಾಫ್, ಯಾವುದು ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, that is the reason why we have started something called as a media literacy. Okay, media literacy is nothing but to critically analyze the contents which are there in the media. Okay, to see what is right and what is wrong. Don't accept everything on the face value. Be logical. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, the very first thing I told you is today information is power. Only when I have well read, when I am very much exposed to technology, when I know the in and outs, what is good, what is bad, so then I can be a very good person who can judge the contents on social media. So as teachers, when you people please go back, I was just telling even Nanjan Swami sir, and we have been doing a lot of programs on media literacy. Okay, so for teachers it is very important, because there are people who will read newspapers. At least if you don't read newspapers, there are people who will go to social media. So how to use social media, how not to get carried away. You get fooled. Okay, you lose your money, you click on something else, you become a clickbait. A lot of things are echo chambers. Okay, you just follow whatever is there. You also say jai jai jai, you don't know the in and outs, but still you join the thing. Okay, so these kind of things are very much important. So that is what the media literacy and the digital literacy is all about. How carefully I can use my digital things, how safe, like privacy, personal issues. Okay, there are many people people make, you must be knowing about memes, videos get leaked, your chats get leaked, all those things are. So there are, see, technology comes with danger. So there is nothing wrong in using a technology. This is just out of the thing I'm trying to tell you, because there are many women, okay, there are many men also who get duped, who get cheated by the digital thing. People just do their blackmailing anta ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, that this, and you must be aware of all those things. These are some of the things which you have to keep on telling your students, because what we have seen is the younger generation are just depending on technology to a larger extent. Okay, so it's not, I don't say don't use technology, but use it in a proper manner. Be aware of the pluses and minuses, so it is very easy also. Then as I told, skills, yes, there are many skills which you have to learn. So I am also one of the Google Factshala trainer from Google. Google had trained some of 500 to 800 people across the country. They have selected the teachers across the country from different background, and they have trained us to train the teachers and the students and the community and the civil society about how carefully we can use the social media. So we have tools. Everybody uses mobile. So you have a tools. You can adopt some. You can put in some of the tools which will tell you whether the picture is right or wrong, whether the video is correct or not, whether the photo is morphed or not, whether the information what you are seeing is taken away from different paper, different thing, how old the video is. Each and everything can be assessed. So these are some of the skills what we have been trying to tell the people, because today people just speak about media. Okay, people say social media has spoiled everybody. Social, but how carefully, how authenticately, and how knowledgeably we are using social media, that is our responsibility. So we have to be digitally literate. Okay, we call them as media literacy. ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಅವೇ ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ಥಿಂಕ್ when I can think, when I have information. So I told you that you have to read, we have to discuss with the experts. So some people, everybody will become a beautician in social media. I must be seeing that. Everybody has got a YouTube channel and they become social, what you call, social influencers, and they become beauticians. So it's not possible. So you should know whom to follow, whom not to follow. Okay, that is also one of the important thing. Then as I told, today's there is a lot of accessibility. Children get access to things. Okay, the parents have to be very careful. As teachers, okay, you have to be a little bit cautious. If you see any girl or any boy using any kind of a mobile phone, see, they may say it's a personal thing. But as a teacher, as an institution, as a civil society, we have our own responsibility to control the people, to control the students to somewhere. So because in the name of digitalization, in the name of media, in the name of freedom, everything is getting spoiled. Okay, so there are certain civic norms, there are certain things which we have to take care of, at least as academicians, at least as education people or as a teachers, we have to have certain important things. Okay, so that's the reason why we came to the last slide of the thing. That the reason why I told media, politics, sociology, economics, gender, everything is included is because of these things. Okay. So when you people go back to your sessions, when you people go back after your sessions, when you people discuss about all these things in your classrooms, these are the three important. Can a social media remain unmediated? Okay. So because we say social science, oh, we are separate. Okay, we are a different identity. We are a different. No, it is not. You are amalgamated. All these subjects, whatever we said, including our science, including commerce, management, everything is amalgamated. So think whether can it be unmediated? It can't be. Okay, because there is a very thin line which separates all these subjects and all these discussions which we have already made in the previous things. Everything amalgamates with that. What does India teach theory build elsewhere? Okay, is it possible? Because whatever the theories we are speaking, it is all westernized theories. Are we able to build our own theories? Okay, like we have certain theories, Bharatvarsha theory. We have started developing our own theories from the media. We are not depending more on the Western medias now. So, in your departments or in your streams, is it possible to come up, because our society is different, the way media operates in India is different, the people are different, our mentality is different, our background is different. So is it possible? So because whenever we see, it's very easy for us to say media is doing. I told you, we all the contents we have brought it from Western media. There is nothing called as Indianized thing. So can we do something? So we need the help of sociologists, we need economist people, we need a political science experts to bring in a kind of a collaborated activities. That's the reason why we are encouraging more of multi what do you call multi thing disciplinary subjects is there, interdisciplinary. We are trying to do all these kind of a thing. So this is the reason why. And last but not the least is, what is the educator's responsibility in the age of information disorder? Okay, we say we are overloaded with information, but all the information is in disorder. The information which we give through media is supposed to empower the people, not to scare the people. Are we empowering this young society? Are we empowering the women? Are we empowering the gender? Are we empowering the religion? No, we are breaking them into pieces. The media is breaking them into different compartments. So as an educators, when you people go back, the main purpose of this whole theory, the main purpose of this whole session was to create this kind of a thing. When you people go back, think as a sociologist, think as an economist, think as an anthropologist, where as that we have gone wrong. When you speak of culture, so yes, media is spoiling culture, but what is the anthropologist doing? What is the correct way of doing the thing? Please let us know. Developmental specialist, please tell us what kind of developmental issues are to be supposed to be shown on TV. When there is no collaborative, there is no activities which is being done. So there are a lot of collaborations has to be done, and we'll see how things could be done. And I think I'll stop it here. This was the last slide for the presentation of the day of the thing. So if you have any questions on this, you people can ask me. By then, I'll keep the second slide ready so that we can carry on with the political communication and media. Any questions on this session? Anything, any observations, anything, if you people have, you are free to do that. Yes. Yes, thank you. Bartirama, the second slide was Pakudi. Any questions on the first session of anything, any observations you people have, or any kind of a queries you people have? You are free to ask me. By the time we'll get the second slide ready.
Ma'am, can you just tell us about those tools in brief? The tools that the Google Pathshala told you about.
The thing, you have a reverse image search. Reverse image search करके है. Okay, you have a reverse image search. For example, if there are any, how many of you have been using this? How many of you have been using this Google reverse search? Anybody?
I'm not using it. Google reverse search.
Google reverse search. Okay, that is a process where if you have a particular photo, if the particular photo comes to you, and if you want to cross check whether the photo is real or whether the photo has been morphed and all, you can just put the same photo, upload that photo on the Google reverse search. It will tell you the same photo, how many times, where all the photos has been used, whether the photo has been morphed, which are the newspapers which have used this photo, where all it is being used. That will be, you will be able to get a clear picture, clarity on that. How many of you use this Google Lens?
I
Google
am
Lens.
using, yeah, I am
Google
using.
Lens. Yes, you have been using Google Lens also. We have been using the Google Lens also. So the Google Lens will also tell the authentication. Many of the people use Google Lens only for translation. Okay, many of the people use it for translation, but Google Lens can be used if to cross check the images also. Whether you, for example, I can I can be sitting in Mysore, but I can tell that I'm in Switzerland by morphing the picture. So Google Lens will tell you to identify the places. For example, in fake content and also there are many. I'll just give you a small example. So there was a particular picture where they spoke about the childrens are being using thermocol. People in students in Chhattisgarh are using this thermocol to cross the river from one way to another. But later on, when we did the fact check, when we got to know that it was not from Jharkhand, but it was from Thailand. Okay, it was from Thailand, and that was a picture was being used saying that the government school children in Chhattisgarh are using this thermocol to cross the river. So, how many of them will be aware of it? Okay, so these, especially the news channels, are using these pictures. So nowadays there are Google fact checkers. All the newspapers and all the television channels and all the social media, they have employed these Google fact checkers. We are trying to train the students also about this, creating a kind of awareness among our civil public and all, where we can tell them what to be used and what not to be used. Then even the photographs, oh sorry, videographs also. Okay, we have got video. That is a particular app which we have where you can see the what do you call the separation of the video. For example, if there is a 2 minutes video, if you put it under that particular video app, it will tell you from where all these clippings have been taken, how many videos have been cut short to make this 2 minute ka video. Okay, so this is what is happening on the social media. All the pictures what you people see is edited one. Okay, it has been altered. Okay, we know that because as a media specialist or as a Google fact checkers, we are aware. Even the audios can be synced. Nowadays, we have got AI where you can recreate the voices of the people. You can make a fake call. You can identify the calls. You can modulate those voices like the Prime Minister of India, like the President of India, like the Chief Minister of Karnataka. You can do anything. You can also remake the voice of Sapna also. Okay, so these are the things which are not aware by many of the people, and they accept it on this face value. So you have to. That is the reason why, as journalism teachers or as media educators or as news channel, we are trying to educate the people to not to believe everything. Okay, so the financial frauds are happening. People just go and click on the particular link and they lose all their money. So we are trying to create that kind of a thing. Okay, a lot of PSA, that is public service advertisements, have been shown on TV. RBI is telling the people not to go follow anything, not to follow anybody, not to share the OTPs with people and all. So these are some of the exercises which we have started, but it has to happen in a huge manner. So as teachers, when you people keep speaking in the class, generally when you keep speaking, please try to tell your students that some of the incidents like this may happen. So at least not all maybe not be aware. At least 2 or 3 people will get awareness. They will tell their parents. So this is how the change making happens. When I thought about this Google thing, I started telling about the learnings to my family. Then I started speaking to my friends and to my students. So that means I'm trying to, because whole India I can't change, but at least if I can make a change between the circle what I have, between my friends, my department students, or my journalist friends and all. So you are creating a kind of an awareness. So these kind of trainings are being done. Google keeps on calling the applications also. So by chance, if any of my friends, irrespective of your subject, if I'm sociology, management, commerce, science, wherever you people come from, so there are opportunities, and we keep doing these classes. If you are interested, you can join us. It will be a what we call 4 hour session where we'll tell you about the tools, where we tell you about the hands-on training is also being given. So how we are supposed to put the tool in your mobile, and how you can, as Mr. Suraj was asking about the ways in which so all these things are being done. Okay, this is just out of the thing, but yes, as academicians, it is our duty also to understand that media today is not outside the society; it is within the society, And all the subjects and all the people are directly or indirectly responsible, because what you ask, that is what the media is giving. There is no people who speak about developmental issues. People are more into cinema, people are more into cricket, people are more into crime. That's the reason why media is overflowing with these things. So there has to be a kind of a requirement, there has to be a kind of a demand. That is where these hashtags, movements, social campaigns are happening. So let's see how things can happen in the future. But it is always better to be more cautious when using the social media. That was about the thing. So I think I'll just start off with this thing, just putting it in a very simple manner. Why? Because as far as my knowledge goes, there are many people who are more active on social media, and people are, especially in India, out of, even whether you come from an urban background, whether you come from a rural background, whether you're literate or whether you're illiterate, what we have seen is the kind of curiosity, the kind of impact what politics has on people is very far, far away. Okay, as cricket, as crime, and as cinema, politics is a top most listed topics which is being discussed. Even in the early, also, even you sit in the village side, people discuss politics. Okay, people with Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Haryana, wherever you go, people are very much interested. So I just wanted to share with you that how this political communication, okay, there is a particular unit for us now. Like we used to have environmental communication, business communication, sports journalism. So in the same way today in the sense, from past 10-15 years, political communication has become much more important, because the way that messages are being created, the way the messages are being disseminated, and the impact of these messages on the general public is huge, very huge. Especially after the coming up of the social media, it has transformed the way the citizens have participated. Okay, everybody has a voice. Okay, it's not only the time when we go and vote in the election, but nowadays everybody, every 24 bar 7, 365 days in a year, everybody speaks about thing. And the consumption of the news which comes on the on your social media has got a different thing. Okay, and I should say social media has brought in a new kind of a interest among the young people, especially youths. Okay, you just ask anybody, people are interested in politics and all. Okay, so this presentation is about that. So I'll not be touching more on the historical evolution of how the political communication started and how the media has shaped about this, and we'll also try to see the post-colonial discuss and also investigate the information and all. But just to go back to the thing, post-colonial people used to have power, especially it is about more of a power. Everybody wanted to have a politics, everybody wanted to be a leader. So there was a colonial impact. Okay, we had Britishers, so they ruled the world, so they wanted to dominate all those kind of things. So there are different changes which has happened. And in India, as you know, it was only through communication, through oral communication, the what you call the gatherings. Gandhiji used to give the discourses, people used to come from different places, so all those kind of things started. And it was about papers were there, posters were there, people used to preach a lot, people used to speak a lot, those kind of things. Okay, so I'm not be touching about. So then came, so we had the press. Yes, we had in India, we had press, vernacular press and Indian press. As I told you, Gandhiji also started many newspapers. B.R. Ambedkar ji started many newspapers. Okay, Tilak, or maybe Tilak ji, or maybe in Nehru ji. So everybody had their own newspapers, and even Raja Ram Mohan Rai, social reforms, everything used to. Then came the television and radio, which started giving the importance to the regional voices. Okay, we had All India Radio, we had Doordarshan. So they started giving. Then when these two came, when electronic media came to India, many people thought, okay, paper will die. Okay, everybody will listen to radio, everybody will start seeing television. People were very conscious. Okay, they said, okay, let us see all these kind. But things was completely different. Okay, after 1990, yes, DD and Doordarshan, the DD and All India Radio were the two public broadcasting organizations. So developmental issues, agricultural issues, educational issues, because India was not so developed then. So many of the topics which was discussed on radio was completely development issues, like power in the sense electric power, education system, health. So people used to, we had this 5-year plans, and so people used to do that. But after 1990 came the liberalization. I told you the first private channel started coming to India, which was Star. So this started giving rise to commercials. Till then, there was no commercials, very less number of commercials where the advertisements was very less, or those kind of a thing. But over the period, after the coming up of these channels, television channels, Star TV, Z TV, Sony, and also Sun TV, everything started coming. So that was when the news was commercialized. Okay, so till then it was only news, authentic news. Okay, this was said, that was said. Okay, everything had a proper way of filtering the news. Authentic news was there, but over the period of time, we started getting more and more of commercial. People started getting more of a more commercial. But cut short to 2015 or 2010, I should say 2000 to be very properly 2000. That was when the first time the internet came to India. It was way back in 2000. For the first time, the internet, that is Gmail or maybe your yahoo.com or maybe all Orkut, you must be remembering all those things. So they started coming to India with all this kind of a thing. Facebook started coming, YouTube started coming, but not that peak, but it was there. But it was only way back in the year 2010 when Obama, that was the US president then, one of the best president US has seen. Obama started using social media for political campaigning. So they say that it was there. It's not that the internet was not being used as social media, but Obama's second term election gave rise to the digital platform where people started participating. The same thing was copied by 2014 elections by Narendra Modi ji. That was when the Twitter was very active. Okay, I'm just giving you a fair thing. I'm not going deep into the thing. I'm not going by the slide, what you people are seeing. That is for your general information, what I'm just putting it. 2014 was the rise of political participation of people in India. Okay, that is when people started more. It's already 10 to 12 years down the lane. 2014 to 2026 bole to, it is around 12, 13 years down the lane. Okay, so people started reaching out to the political. Okay, people got a weapon where Twitter was there, or maybe your Facebook was there, your WhatsApp was there. People started becoming more and more politically active. Okay, so that was how the things happened. So I'm not going revolt. Then I had pamphlets, private channel, social media. 2010 started. Then 2020s you have more of political influencers, meme politics, or maybe algorithm governance. Now government controls what Sapna is doing, what paper is control, what Mr. Suraj is saying. People will control what Sana is doing. Okay, so the thing is, each and everything is controlled on social media, because today every activity of one particular person, that is what I call it as digital traces. You may think you may not doing anything, people who is watching you, but there are people who is watching you. If you write something on your wall, if you write something on your Facebook or in your YouTube, you're posting, you become the talk of the town. Okay, that is what many of the people are doing it. Okay, so the political usage. Okay, just to give you a brief about social media usage, as of now there are around 467 million users of social media across globally, and of that India tops the list. Okay, in India it is tops the list. There are around 314 million Facebook users, 480 million WhatsApp users, and around 50 million who use Twitter. Okay, so that means both today the social media has become some of the targeted communication channel. See this. Why political communication? Because politics have been using Facebook to a larger extent. Every Facebook, I don't know how many of you have seen that, we have party pages, we have campaign. So people run campaigns, people run their ads, and you can also have live sessions like we are doing even now. The whatever the session I'm doing, it is going YouTube live. It is going on YouTube live also, because for the people who want to join. So that means Facebook has given an accessibility for the politicians also. In WhatsApp, you can have a group message, you have your own particular group. Earlier it used to be 256 members, where one message can be sent to 256 members, but now we have a broadcast. Okay, just imagine the broadcast. Okay, broadcast, you can expand your number of people. The same message will go to 1,000 people. The same message will go to 3,000 people at one particular go. So that means it was very easy. You are not spending a single pie. If you have to give the same advertisement in newspaper, you have to sell crores of rupees. If you want to come for a political debate on television, you have to give lakhs of rupees to appear on the screen. But this social media has given you not only the power, but at the same time, it is free of cost. You are not paying given a single money. Okay, especially for Facebook. I'll tell you how, but now it has been monetized. But how you can use this for the political leverage. So then you have the Twitter. But as compared to WhatsApp and as compared to YouTube and Facebook, in India, the number of users of Twitter is very less. The reason being, it says Twitter is for high class people. It is for the elite class, journalists, corporate houses, bank managers. Okay, those are the people who use politicians, sports personalities, celebrities are the people who use Twitter, which has now been called as X. Okay, but majority of the political discourses are happening on Twitter because many of the Twitter handles, every politicians have got a Twitter handle also. Then YouTube, yes, you can post your YouTube videos 1 hour, 2 hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, depending upon the hours. There are many videos which runs for hours together. 2 hour video, 3 hour video. So what it becomes is, for example, if one political party wants to promote their ideology, they'll make a video for 2 hours and they'll post it on YouTube. So it will be shared among the different people, and that message is being sent. So what happened here is, because YouTube is a free what you call video uploading content, where you can upload anything whatever you people want. Then Instagram is short, but after Instagram came off late, but off late they have come to know that people don't have time to watch hours together. Okay, the screen time or the attention span of one particular person, like it can be you, it can be anything, it's not crossing more than 15 to 30 seconds. Okay, इसलिए Instagram has got stories only for 15 to 20 seconds, not more than that. Because within that 20 second or 15 seconds, you are supposed to tell a story. You are supposed to send a message. You are supposed to propagate your ideology. Okay, so that means, but it's huge. The number of followers are used. You know, the influencers, the kind of money what they take, everything. So, but political parties, political leaders are using these Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram, everything for a specific purpose. That is only for the thing. One sec, if you don't mind, there's a call, urgent call. Amritesh, I'm in class. I'll call you back. I'm in online session. I'll call you by 1 o'clock. Yeah. I'll do it. Sorry for the interruption. They have been calling me since then. Okay, so the thing is, the reason why we are concentrating more on social media is because of the youth engagement. India has seen a larger development, or I should say, India has seen upgrowth, or what they call the upgrowth of the participation of youth in the mobile phones. I don't say it is only for political thing, but political parties have encashed on this usage. Okay, so what has happened is they have started using gamification. They have started sending political memes to the youth. Simply, they'll just put it on a WhatsApp forward, will be there. There'll be YouTube forward would be there, or maybe a Facebook campaign would be there, because they wanted to attract the youth, because that is where the youth, because youths are the power. So they wanted to change the youth's mindset, and also this is how everything started happening. Okay, so we have a lot of things. I don't know how many of you have been following Dhruv Rathi. Dhruv Rathi is one of the satirists, one of the influencer who makes video, who's got a very huge following. Okay, he is always against the government. He speaks. I can't say it is against the government. He speaks the truth, or maybe he has got the different version of every story. It can be Dhruv Rathi, who is a political analyst, or maybe the Deshbhakt. Again, it is on team. Is there Akash Banerjee is there? So humor is there, politics is there, satiric is there. So there are many number of people who have been doing this political things on the thing. So at the same time, even in the regional, so it's not only about Hindi. Okay, I'm not speaking about Hindi and English. One of the plus point about using social media is the regional content. People are using their regional languages. You have got your regional language content creators also. Marathi mein, Assami mein, Bengali mein, Kannada mein, because everybody will not understand English and Hindi. Fine, maybe North Indian people may be understanding Hindi, but Tamilians, maybe Keralates, maybe Kannadigas like us, they may be not be able to understand. If you want to give a message, if it is in your regional language, it is always very easy and it is always very impactful. So that is the reason why the role of regional social media, regional influencers have become very strong. Okay. 40%. Okay. The recent figure shows that 40% of the content which are consumed in the Indian social media is regional languages. Assami में Kashmiri language, Punjabi language, Haryanvi, Marathi, Gujarati, Kannada, Tamil, Marathi, Odisha. So we have been using. So in Kannada, we have many speakers like Chetan Ahimsa, maybe Prakash Balabadi is there. So many people who have been speaking on political issues, who have been on the storm, they have been on the role. Okay, they are always been targeted because of their political discourse and political thing. So as in case study, as I told you, in 2014, the BJP had a very strategic digital campaign. That was when the first time the BJP came into power in 2014. So Chai Pe Charcha, the initiative like Chai Pe Charcha, they are very good in naming the things. Chai Pe Charcha, like Man Ki Baat. Okay, so there are many different campaigns. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, kind of a thing. Okay, so there are many people got attracted towards these kind of a things. Okay, Chai Pe Charcha, you must be knowing it. Okay, where the Prime Minister used to speak to people, speak to the youngsters, speak to the college students, any kind of a thing. So it was to attract the attention of the youngsters, and that clicked. That was one of the targeting the young thing, which was been very important, and they were able to bring the youngsters to vote. That was when they projected Narendra Modi ji as a very tech savvy, okay, reachability, development oriented leader karke it was been shown. And even the 2019, it was not only 2014 but even in 2019 also the same thing happened. Majority of the political rally, political participation happened on WhatsApp. You will be shocked to know that over 5 million WhatsApp group was created during 2019. It is through the study. It is a research work what we have done. And we means in the journalism field which has been done. So they start because everybody used to have WhatsApp. It's not possible for me to reach out to each and every house and tell them to vote me. So what happened? They started making clusters, and every political party, the political leader of that region took the numbers of that particular area and they started sending all the messages through WhatsApp. This also clicked even in 2019. They started creating memes, they started creating slogans, motivational quotes about the development, about their manifesto. Each and everything was been put up in the WhatsApp. So it became very easy, and even people started writing. People started responding for that, for this. So it becomes much more easy. And the AAP digital model, okay, I will tell you this AAP also, that is Aam Aadmi Party, which is on doldrums now, which is not being doing very well of late because of various reasons and all. But they also did, the reason why they could occupy the Delhi region and the Punjab region to some extent was because of this. They started using mobile phones for collecting donations. It was a low budget. Okay, then they started more and more of online campaigns. So it was more transparency. Whatever they used to do, they used to use the pictures, they used to put the videos, and also it became more and more easy for them. And yes, regional political campaigns like in South India, the TMC had Didir Doot that to reach out to the voter, and DMK and AIDMK also came up with Facebook, and also the Twitter campaigns was very strong during that election. YouTube was Andhra and Telangana elections also saw a large number of people using YouTube. YouTube campaign, they've started mobilizing the people also. And the regional content, one of the plus point of this social media is you can speak in your colloquial language. You can speak in your local languages, which not only created the content, but at the same time gave them a cultural renaissance. Okay, they started feeling that about oneness. Yes, he's speaking in our what do you call Kannada language. He's speaking in some Tulu language. He's speaking in a Kurgi language. So what happens here is regionalization. Even in regionalization also, these kind of cultural renaissance become much more stronger. The farmers protest, yes, you must be seeing there are a lot of things. See, even they have started using the likes, the Instagram and even the Facebook things also. So in order to create more and more public mobilization and digital hierarchy, people, there is no class, there is no creed, there is no educational background, anything. The most important thing is how well you people can use your digital platform. Okay, there is no, nobody can say that I'm rich, I'm poor. Everybody is sitting anywhere. So this elite class, or what you call as the upper class, the middle class, the lower class, was completely erased in the social media on the thing. People started becoming everybody. Okay, everybody has got a voice. Whether you're a Adivasi, whether you're a Dalit, whether you're a woman, whether you're a transgender, your voice is being heard, because thanks to social media and the digital spaces where everybody started speaking about them. Okay. So even the marginalized group like Dalit Twitter, I don't know how many of you have been doing that. Okay, and there was also a rise of alternative voices like the Wire, the Kabar Lahariya. Kabar Lahariya is a group of women from Uttar Pradesh who have started. They are women. They are not well educated. They are not master degree holders. They are all ordinary women. Okay, they're all ordinary women. They wanted to do some developmental changes. So now they run a Facebook page. You can go and visit their pages. They run a radio station. Okay, they bring news. They run a newspaper also. So that is, they also, this Kabar Lahariya was been invited by UN to share their story, because it's one of the very successful story. Through their stories, they are empowering the people of that Uttar Pradesh area, local Uttar Pradesh area and the village area, about women empowerment. They speak about health. They speak about their political participation. They speak about the importance of education. So not only, see, you don't want to have DD. I don't want NDTV. I don't want Republic TV to come and speak to my people. It is this Kabar Lahariya people who, that means these are the alternative platforms which gave rise to the interaction, political participation. They created awareness. As I told you, awareness creation is very much important. That is what they did. There was no disparity. As I told you, urban, rural, gender, male, female, there is nothing of that cost. Okay. To be very frank, 2023 result says that 36% of women in India use internet. Okay, for what purpose? It is different thing. People use it for shopping, people use it for cooking, a lot of things. But 36% is a huge number. We are asking for 33% of political reservation in India for the party, but people in women in India are using more of the thing. 36% of the women are using mobile. That means they are well accessed. They are well aware. They know what is happening. So if this medium is used to educate them, so that means nothing like that. Okay, that is also one of the important thing. Then the digital literacy gaps, as I told you, it has brought on the limitations also. Then regional language also. Then, as I told, more. But one of the disadvantages of disinformation is, sorry, of the social media is the rise of fake news and disinformation. Like many of the people have started making content, they have started creating the stories, like as I told you, conspiracies, communal rumors, or maybe Delhi riots. Okay, there are many things which is being done like this, which has also stalled. Okay, everything which you see on these things may not be true. As I told, morphed video, having somebody's face, somebody's body. Okay, so that is what we call as a deep fake. Okay, where it is very difficult for you to identify whether the person is the same person or not. Like which happened with Rashmika Mandana's case was there, one of the case. I just wanted to bring it up here because later on it was been filed. Later it was been found that it was not Rashmika Mandana, it was somebody else. Okay, because there are a lot of digital mishappening which is happening. Okay, like rumors are being spread in the country. So should we survive? But as I told you, there are many acts, there are many laws which has been done. So we have been seeing there is a manipulation of algorithm by paying the money, or maybe by manipulating the things. You can show that my content is being reaching so many number of people. And even the question of free speech, whatever, there are many videos which have been taken off from the YouTube. You must be knowing it. So there are many videos, what do you call, political videos, political commentaries have been taken off. If it is against the government, or if it is pro particular party or a particular religion, these are also been taken. But in India, understand that you are being surveilled, you are always under surveillance. At the same time, certain things are being controlled. Okay, and social media also come under this scanner, though it is not very easy to scan each and everything. But yes, there is somebody who is eyeing on your content. Like as I told you, Rati's issue. Okay, whatever he says, whatever he puts on the news, he is being caught thing. Okay, even a small joke, even a small this thing, people have been punished, people are being what do you call, caught, people have been arrested. For example, very recently, Prakash Raj has said something about the cockroach party. or maybe when Cockroach Party person who came all the way from London, okay, he was been trapped in the airport. Okay, so he was been taken off from the airport with lot of security. And why these things? Okay, so these are some of the things you should understand, that it has the power to it has the power to double up the things. Okay, it can accelerate the kind of discussions what you people do. That is also there. Okay, so yes, politics, especially political parties, they pay the money, they play with you emotionally. Okay, they pay the things about by paying the money. The algorithms of the political narratives are different. So different things. But can it be controlled? One of the important question is, how free is the social media? How much of freedom we should be given to the social media? Whether is it correct, is it becoming a threat, or it is becoming a bane for the democracy? That's also things which have to be questioned. So we have certain legal framework. There are also certain challenges which you need to understand, because IT rule has something. So there are concerns over the censorship and press freedom. Okay, the Indian constitution says people are free to speak, people are free to raise their voice if the people have something. But until you don't have a proper data, you don't have a proper documents, things, see, everything can't be told on everybody. Okay, just passing a comment. Okay, just speaking something orally. Okay, it is all related to defamation. Okay, you can go have a libel, you can file a libel. Okay, so there are a lot of things which you can do, but it has to be controlled. Okay, the data privacy, or it can be, there has to be kind of a balance. It is not proper to control the social media, because it is a people's platform and it is free for everybody. So as I told you, the political, now the future political is more emotional. And as you told, whether you people are following any of the political party, if you are following any political leaders, that was a very thing. Okay, there was a very recent controversy where Mr. Fadni's wife, who came for the yoga day on June 21st, was under scanner because of the kind of attire what she was wearing. Okay. So instead of leaving, speaking of yoga, people started speaking about the way she appeared while wearing a green kind of a bodycon dress. So that is the kind of a thing. So that was related to the political party, that was related to BJP. Being the first women of the state, how can she wear this? How can, so lot of things. So that's why I'm telling you that people don't have control about this. Okay, so we need to be much more thing. So as I told you, what could be done? One is the media literacy campaign. You need to have more and more media literacy campaigns. People should understand the strength, which people should understand. There are a lot of fact checking networks which is there in the country, and educated people like us, academicians like us, should not get carried away. At least see, when the people are not literate, we can say, if a rural person or uneducated people say, but being an academic person, if you are getting carried away by these things, it is not going to be it is not going to set a proper example. Then yes, we can support the regional content creators. There are a good number of languages are there. We can use content creators in a very positive way. Then regulate the platform. It's different. If there are any platforms which has been showing very dissent, which is going against the national interest, which is going against the system, which is going to become a threat. So I think those kind of platforms can be regulated. So those kind of platforms can be warned. You can issue a notice. You can take them off air for some days. Ask them to go back, pull off that particular content. There are certain restrictions which we can be done. And yes, there's a need for us to have a very inclusive digital policy, irrespective of the political party, religion, whatever we say. There has to be some kind of the digital policy which has to be done. Okay, these are some of the things which I wanted to share with you in the second half, because I had to skip some of the things because of the paucity of time and all. But I think now it is open for discussion. If any of my friends who have some things to be told, who have some observations, or who have any kind of a queries, are free to do it. I think it's 12:50. We'll have some 5 to 10 minutes of discussion on this topic, and we can close the session. Yes, I would love to listen from the 63 participants, not all 63, but at least some of you can share your opinion and your queries also. Thank you.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Is there anything like something